I've traveled a lot, but Poland always throws me for a loop. You have these global, high-tech, hustling cities, Warsaw, Wrocław, Kraków. They feel as dynamic as London or Berlin. But then, you step a few blocks away, and suddenly, you're in what feels like a small town. People know their neighbors, life slows down, and there's this incredible, deep-rooted community feel. It's a paradox, and it's why I love living here. Today, we're unraveling Poland's big city, small town lifestyle. Let's get into it. So, what exactly is this lifestyle? It's more than just commuting from the suburbs. It's about being in a genuine metropolitan hub. The job opportunities, the international restaurants, the world-class infrastructure, but that metropolitan feel never overpowers the human scale of life. In most places, big cities mean anonymity, a frantic pace, and getting lost in the crowd. And while you can absolutely find that here, Polish cities are constantly working to counteract it. The result is a unique cultural synthesis. You have access to everything: global culture, high finance, advanced medicine, but your daily routine, your immediate environment, it's all still focused on the local baker, the neighborhood park, and knowing the name of the lady who sells you cheese at the market. For my Polish viewers, you live this every day. But sometimes it takes an outsider to point out how rare and special this balance truly is. It allows people to be ambitious and career-driven while still holding on to the foundational values of community and family that are so central to Poland. How did this happen? It's not just luck. It's built into the very fabric, the architecture and the planning of Polish cities. And that starts with the district. When you look at a Polish city, you don't just see one massive center. You see a collection of distinct, almost independent mini-cities. This is all thanks to a planning philosophy centered around dzielnice and osiedla, districts and estates. Every major city, from Kraków to Gdańsk, is rooted in its historic old town, the Stare Miasto. This area, anchored by the market square, the Rynek, is the cultural and emotional heart. It's human-scaled. You can walk across it easily. It's where people meet, protest, celebrate, and socialize. It acts as the communal living room for the entire city, keeping that intimate feeling alive. But here's the real magic: the residential areas. Many Polish cities grew rapidly after the war, and their housing estates, the osiedla, were built around a concept of self-sufficiency, often called the superblock. They are designed to be microtowns. Your apartment, your kid's school, the local clinic, the post office, your grocery store, whether it's a big Biedronka or a tiny Żabka, all of it is right there, within a 5-minute walk. This self-contained structure means residents don't have to drive to the city center just to live their daily lives. They live, shop, and socialize right where they are. This dramatically reinforces the neighborhood, ensuring it retains its identity and feels like a small, functioning town, even if it's technically a district of a city of 1 million people. And this is where we get into the human element, the cultural nuances that truly sustain this big city, small town feeling. For an outsider, one of the most immediate things you notice is how important the dzielnica is. Poles often identify not just as being from Warsaw, but specifically from Praga or from Mokotów. It's a localized pride that runs deep. This localized identity is what fuels the community. It generates friendly rivalries, it motivates people to look after their local area, and it gives every resident an instant connection with others from that same neighborhood. It creates a powerful social safety net, much like a small town where everyone is familiar. Another huge part of the small town feel is the commitment to green space. Polish urban planners have been amazing at weaving nature into the concrete. These large, numerous parks and forests aren't just patches of grass. They are functional outdoor community centers. You see multi-generational groups using them every single day. They're free, accessible, and they give you a vital connection to nature that breaks up the overwhelming feeling of a huge city. They're where you bump into neighbors, not strangers, And we can't talk about community without mentioning the local markets, the targowiska and the independent sklepi. Even with huge global supermarkets, these local spots remain the heartbeat of the local economy. This is where the small-town intimacy truly shines. You don't just shop, you interact. You know the vendor selling you the seasonal berries, the person cutting your meat at the rozezhnik. These aren't anonymous transactions. They are repeated, personal connections that reinforce the close-knit fabric of the neighborhood. It makes the city feel more manageable, more personal. You're a person, not just a consumer in a sea of millions. And that sense of belonging, that's priceless. But of course, you still need to be able to access the big city benefits. Let's look at how this plays out in the daily routine. The biggest difference is how easily you can flip the switch between big city mode and small town mode. Connectivity is big city. Poland's public transportation is excellent. The efficiency of the trams, buses and metro allows you to have a job on the far side of the city, a very big city ambition. But you can get there quickly and reliably. That infrastructure is crucial for the economy. Walkability is small town. Once you're home, the car stays parked. You walk to the sklep, you walk to the local community center, the Dom Kultury, where neighborhood events, classes and gatherings happen. Your whole after-work life is hyperlocal. This transition creates the most visible change in the pace of life. You feel the hustle of a financial hub until about 4 p.m. But then there is a pronounced cultural slowdown. People retreat to their local areas for the main warm family dinner, the obiad, and socializing. In a true metropolitan center, the city core would stay frantic all night. But here, the energy is distributed back into the neighborhoods. This is why you get access to world-class art and international cuisine downtown. But you also have the community-run parish festivals and local street fairs right in your own backyard. And finally, the balance between anonymity and familiarity. If you want to be a complete individual, pursue niche interests, and be totally anonymous in the crowds, the big city affords you that freedom. But if you want to feel safe, connected and recognized, your local neighborhood provides that immediate familiarity. You know the faces. They are your social security. It's a truly enviable situation. You get the career and convenience of the large city without having to sacrifice your sense of self and community. Let's look at 3 examples of this concept in action, starting with the beautiful city of Wrocław. Wrocław is a major academic and economic center, but it's famously a city of distinct islands and districts like Nadodrze. This neighborhood has become a famous example of revitalization. It functions as a town unto itself, with its own history, community art projects, and local businesses that fiercely protect the area's identity. Then you have Kraków. Everyone knows the main square, but just a short walk away is Kazimierz, the old Jewish quarter. It operates almost like a historic village within the city. It has its own unique cafe culture, antique shops, pubs, and tightly knit resident groups. It's a perfect example of a district that feels entirely separate from the corporate hustle of the city center, yet it's instantly accessible. And finally, the Tri-City Trójmiasto, which connects Gdańsk, Sopot, and Gdynia. This is the ultimate choice-driven lifestyle. You can live in a quiet green district of Gdańsk, commute to the corporate or tech hub of Gdynia for work, and then head to Sopot for seaside relaxation or nightlife. The efficient public transport system, particularly the SKM train, seamlessly links these 3 distinct entities, allowing residents to choose their pace for every aspect of their life, all while still feeling part of one single, vibrant metropolitan area. It's a genius design for maintaining both scale and intimacy. So there you have it. Poland's big city, small town lifestyle isn't a myth. It's a deliberate, functional, and deeply rewarding way of life. For my Polish audience, I hope this helps you appreciate just how special your cities are, how well they serve both your professional ambition and your fundamental need for community. For everyone else, this is one of the biggest reasons you should put Poland high on your travel or relocation list. If you enjoyed this dive into Polish culture and lifestyle, please do me a huge favor. Like this video, share it with a friend and hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps the lights on here at The Poland and lets me keep bringing you more content like this. Dziękuję bardzo for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the incredible balance that is Poland. Cześć!